Let's continue our conversation with Changhua Wu. We're talking about this herd of elephants. I hated to interrupt, but we had to take that. Let me get your thoughts about these efforts to divert these elephants, keep them away from populated areas. Is the effort working, do you think? Is there another way? What's the solution?
I don't have the magic at this moment, but I think one thing is for sure. I don't think actually continued migration of this herd northbound would help because, further north actually there is no suitable habitat that's not home actually for Asian elephants at all. And the nature reserves actually in Yunnan area, the tropical rainforest area happens to be the place for them to be. That's the homeland. So efforts have to be made in terms of somehow, tracking them, transport them, whatever the effort probably needs to be considered in order to help them actually or redirect them back towards actually their original habitat. That's probably very urgently needed.
What are your greatest concerns, and what does this say? I mean, what's the larger message here, do you think?
Well, generally speaking, actually, when a situation like this happens, there are roughly three causes. One is they feel like threats, danger, particularly for their safety. And secondly, probably seeking for food, nutrition, water. And thirdly, probably for social or reproductive purposes there. I think all the analysis actually gradually coming down to one particular point is the reduction of suitable habitat in the nature reserve for them. So on one side, of course, China has made tremendous efforts over the decades to protect Asian elephants, which is a dangerous species. But in the meantime, actually, the size of the habitat has been shrinking. So last 4 decades, actually, the size of the habitat has shrunk by 3/4. In the meantime, the population doubled. Yeah. I think that's an obvious reason, actually, for us to be concerned when we look into biodiversity and nature conservation, taking into more consideration of integrated approach or systematic change rather than just focusing on species numbers, but have to really take into consideration the habitat conservation and protection as well.
Yeah, you've given us a lot to think about. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.